celebrated author Carole Boston Weatherford and illustrator Floyd Cooper provide a powerful look at the Tulsa Race Massacre, one of the worst incidents of racial violence in our nation's history.
Hi, I'm Carole Boston Weatherford, the author of Unspeakable, the Tulsa Race Massacre, illustrated by Floyd Cooper. For more than 7 decades, the Tulsa Race Massacre of May 1921 was all but erased from history. When the government finally mounted an investigation in 1996, most survivors of the massacre were long gone. Their voices were never heard, their stories never told, their losses never measured. When I wrote the manuscript for Unspeakable, I could think of no one else, and in fact, no one better, to illustrate it than Floyd Cooper. We had collaborated before on Becoming Billie Holiday, a young adult verse novel that he brought to life with cinematic flair. So I knew that he would do the same for Unspeakable, especially since he is a Tulsa native. The result, Unspeakable, is not just a book or a poem. It is a testament to those who made Black Wall Street a beacon of hope and pride, a testament to those who lived through or perished in the Tulsa Race Massacre. We celebrate the success of the thriving Black community and what it symbolized. We document and decry the hate violence that left Greenwood in ashes. We mourn the dead and the displaced. The Tulsa Race Massacre is no mere memory. Hate violence is not a thing of the past. This book will be essential for young people's anti-racist reading list. I hope you will read it and share it with the young people in your lives.
I'm really glad to speak with you this evening. There's something I want to tell you. It's something that's been on my chest for a long time, and I'm got to get it out. I have long wanted to tell or draw some of the stories my grandpa would tell us kids on warm summer Muskogee evenings, sitting on the front porch under the heavy smell of the grain silos between passings of the Frisco freights clanking along the tracks behind the house. Those between times after the trains had passed were quiet and softly lifted, Grandpa's voice enhancing his stories even more so that our hearts were touched in a lasting way. He'd tell us about life when he was a kid and life right now, what we kids needed to hear and know. He told it all. There was no censoring. But funny thing is, he told us in a way that we could get it. One particular story Grandpa told us is burned in my chest through the years, yearning to be told, but I could never quite find the opportunity or the time to get it out. It was the true account of my grandfather's eyewitness experience on Greenwood Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, that May night in 1921. Black Wall Street, suppressed and denied in shame and guilt, and then Carole Boston Weatherford's magnificent telling fell right in my lap. On my first reading, I was struck as if seeing something familiar in an odd place. She told my grandpa's story. Unspeakable is my grandpa's story, told for kids the way my grandpa told us kids, right back there on that porch. And it is a very meaningful book to me, and I really hope that you get this and share it with the kids who need to know.
This depiction sensitively introduces young audiences to this tragedy and concludes with a call for a better future.